Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of Saturday Science. I'm your host, Miss Julie. And
Tristan!
And we got Tristan ready to go. Tristan, are you ready for another adventure in science?
Yes.
Yes!
I'm ready
Okay.
to play with
So,
science.
Tristan, do you know what we're going to do today?
No.
We are going to run an experiment about chromatography. Can you say chromatography?
Chromatography.
Very good. I know, that's a hard word, isn't it? And so we have a lot of different materials here, but let's talk really quick about chromatography. So chromatography is what scientists can use to determine or find out how big a molecule is and what kind of molecules are in something. Do you know what a molecule is? It's what makes up you and me and the air and the water and the dogs and everything. Cool, right? It's crazy. Now, what chromatography does, you can either do gas chromatography, where you essentially vaporize something. Do you know what that means?
No.
Burn it to a crisp and goes, pew, turns into dust. And a machine will take that dust and figure out what's inside of it and how much. Cool, right?
Oh, yeah.
Now, there's also solvent or liquid chromatography, where you use a liquid to see how big the molecules are and at what concentrations.
Yeah, but
But what?
I think why do we have water?
Why do we have water? That's a great question. So what we're going to do today is we're going to take Crayola markers, some lovely washable markers, and we are going to see what colors are inside each color. Because is pink just pink?
No.
No. Is blue just blue?
Yeah.
Is green just green?
No.
No. And is black just black?
No.
No. So what we're going to do is we are going to run our experiment to see how each color breaks down and what other colors are inside of it. Does that sound like fun?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Should we go ahead and get started? Yes. Okay, so for the materials that you guys are going to need, we've got, what are these? Coffee filters, right?
Coffee filters.
And
straws.
we have straws.
And black markers.
We have 3 kinds of black markers. So we've got a wet erase marker, we have a dry erase marker, and a permanent marker.
And
should you ever play with this one?
No.
Good answer.
And cute washable markers.
Cute washable markers. What are those?
Container and coffee filter.
This is the coffee filter. This over here is isopropyl alcohol. Now, we need the isopropyl alcohol in order to break down our non-water soluble inks. So that would be the ones you cannot wash away. Does that include the permanent marker? Yes. How about the wet erase marker?
No.
You're right, because that just needs water, right?
Yeah.
So that one. And what do you think? And I'm not sure what will work better I'm not sure what'll work better for the dry erase, if it'll be isopropyl alcohol or if the water will work better. So I think we should try that with both. What do you think? Yeah, okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take the tape and tape each one of our samples onto the straw.
No. And then tape it to...
And then we're just going to set it in our water and be patient.
Yeah, see how it sinks.
Yep.
And see if we push it, maybe it's going to get water in there too, and then it's going to go, goodbye!
Nah, maybe we'll do a buoyancy episode.
I want to put the purple.
Yeah, I know you. We're going to do all the colors. All the colors of the rainbow.
Okay, it goes red, it goes red, orange, yellow, green, and blue, and then the gold and pink are the colors of the rainbow.
Okay. All right, so Tristan, here's what's going to happen.
What?
you are going to, we're going to start off with all of our Crayola markers. I'm going to open it, and I want you to draw a thick line
Okay.
right across the bottom.
Why?
That's a great question. The question he asked is why? Because, just like that. So can you add a couple more stripes onto that? So what we're doing right now,
I'm actually having a hard time.
I know it is kind of hard, is we are just going to draw, no, honey, no, in the same spot, Tristan. Just one super thick line. That's all you got to do. So each one of your coffee filters should look about like this. We just need a little bit above the bottom. Now that you've practiced, let's do it on a real one. Good practice. So go straight across, right between my fingers, okay? No. Oh, sure. Right between my fingers. Beautiful. Can I see it? We'll add a little bit more. So we've got, all right, you ready to do the pink?
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's pink.
Mommy, I want
You do it. You move my hand then. How about that? Now, the reason we're going to test all the colors is because I'm curious to see
which one sings the most.
I'm curious to see all the color changes, if there are going to be any. Tristan, do you think we're going to have any color changes?
Yeah.
Was that a yes or a no?
Yeah, I said yeah.
Oh, a yeah. Yeah.
I'm going
All right.
with the purple one.
Here, Tristan. Take tape.
Duck's tape. Sticky.
Sticky tape. Well, yeah, we need sticky tape, right?
Yeah, come on.
All right, so we have gray. Now, when we go to put these into the water, we want to make sure that just the bottom is in the water. We don't want to have the ink in the water itself.
I want to do blue and purple.
Okay. You want to draw while I tape it on, or you want to tape them on?
I want to tape it on.
You want to? That's what I thought. Here. We're going to do a few on the same one, okay? So, Tristan, take your piece of tape and stick it right on the top here. Tristan, ears on. Tape right here. Right here. Here.
Yeah.
Good job.
And I write the tape purple.
And the purple one?
Yes.
Here's tape.
Okay. Duck's tape.
Okay. I know it's very sticky, isn't it?
And it have to be sticky.
Why does it have to be sticky? Because it's tape. All right, now, do you want to put it in the water, or do you want Mommy to put it in the water?
I want to put it in the water.
I had a feeling you wanted to put it in the water. Go ahead, set it in the water. Perfect. Now, we don't want it to touch the sides. We're going to move it to the far end, okay?
I wonder if the water actually gave.
So what's going to happen is that coffee filter is going to suck up that water, kind of like the plant did. Do you remember what that process was called? Started with a C?
Capillary action.
Capillary action. Very good, my darling. Oh, I'm so glad you remembered. That makes me happy. All right, here's the blue, blue, blue. Am I going to draw it, or are you going to draw it?
You could draw it.
Okay. All right, I'll draw it. You tape them. Is that what we're doing?
Yeah. Let me have tape. Give me.
Oh, okay. Here, let me do the green one.
Why is it so sticky?
Again, it's tape. Tape needs to be sticky. Now, one thing that you want to make sure that you do at home is make sure that you have that line go all the way across your piece of coffee filter. That way, you're guaranteed to have the most amount of ink traveling. All right, ready?
Duck's tape.
Tape, 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 tapety tape, 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 tapety tape, 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 tape.
Can I take the tape off?
Maybe next time. Nah, don't put it on me, you silly. No. Here, Stinker McGeeker. Stinker McGeeker. Stinker McGeeker. Put it right there.
No, Stinker McGeeker.
Stinker McGeeker. Stinker McGeeker.
Stinker McBoosha.
Stinker McBoosha. You know Boosha watches this show, right?
Stinker McBoosha.
Take the tape, you goofy goof. Tristan. Alright, tape it on.
Okay, DNA extraction.
What's with you in DNA extraction? I know, we said we were going to film that one, but you took too long to eat dinner. So we're doing a shorter one. Alright, are you going to put this one in the water?
Yeah.
Okay, put it in the water. Ooh, what do you notice happening with the other ones?
Ooh, I want to put it right here.
Right
Look,
there?
look what's happening. They're changing.
They are changing.
I think one's changing to black.
No, it doesn't look like any of them are changing to black.
Wow.
But they're definitely moving. They're moving and a grooving.
No, we're not.
Moving and a grooving, yeah, yeah. Moving and a grooving, yeah, yeah. I need my arm back so I can finish. Oh, I'm sorry. Was that obnoxious?
I took the tape
Yes, you did take the tape. Why'd you take the tape?
because I want to tape something.
Because you want to tape something.
Okay.
No, don't tape that. Don't tape that. Now, Tristan, all right. Tell Mama this. Why do you think people would want to know what's inside of stuff?
I don't know.
You don't know? Well, do you want to know what's inside of stuff?
Poo?
Inside of poo? Well, I mean, you could use gas chromatography to figure out what's inside of poop. But a lot of times, what people would use, the scientists that would use chromatography would be like forensic scientists who are looking for things, like they might find it. They might be looking for molecules from a crime scene. They might be.
Get back here, tape. It's not yours.
Tristan, hey.
There, tape.
All right. Well, I'm gonna.
Hey, I already take the red.
Okay. Last one.
Tape.
Oops.
DNA instruction. I'm watching red.
Are you gonna do this last? Are we doing the last one? You need the tape off my finger. Tape
No,
off my finger.
steal the tape. Okay.
All right. Here.
Stick it to the wall.
No.
Okay.
Put it. Stick it on a straw. You goof.
I have everything right there.
Maybe I shouldn't have given you that Slurpee before we started to experiment. Maybe not my best idea. All right. Are you putting this in, or is Mommy? Okay, Mommy's gonna do this one. All right. Oh no.
Orange. Put down there.
There we go.
Red's actually starting to pull the straw down.
That's very interesting.
Brown is actually turning black.
No, the brown's not. Well, it might be turning black. I think you might actually be right.
It's
Good
turning.
observation, dearest. Ah, my arm. Okay,
And
now for the special ones. So while these ones are soaking, we just have water in this one because these are what we call water soluble. That means water will break it down and wash it away. Yeah. Now, we're going to do permanent marker.
And then,
Permanent marker.
now that's
Should you ever play with this?
Yeah.
You should play with permanent marker? No.
I should not.
No, you should not.
Mama,
You should not. You should not. You should not. You
Okay.
should not.
I should not like the.
Like the little engine that couldn't. Is it couldn't or shouldn't?
Couldn't.
All right. He has so much energy. I love it. Are you going to tape this or am I going to tape it?
Tape it.
Tape it. Okay, I will tape it.
I don't want to tape myself.
What? Why would you tape yourself? That just seems like very unhelpful to tape yourself.
I know.
He knows. He knows.
I was just being funny.
You are being funny, and I love you.
Mama.
All right, so we're doing our
Mama.
permanent marker, our dry erase, and wet erase. And we're gonna try each one of these
Why did you draw?
in isopropyl alcohol to see if that makes a difference.
And that black again.
Yep. So that's a good observation, Tristan. So we're gonna be doing those 3 blacks.
Can I use this?
Can you use what?
This. Can I do this?
What's this?
Do tape.
The tape? You can do the tape. Yep, you can do this last tape. That is fine, that is fine, that is fine. You don't need a big piece. Perfect, just like that. That's it. Now rip. Rawr. Good job.
Oh, I'm ready to see what happens.
Me too. I'm excited for this.
The tape thing was starting to try and roll up the tape. I would like lift the tape.
All right.
The tape thing.
So now we're gonna add in that isopropyl alcohol.
Isopropyl alcohol.
Isopropyl alcohol.
Isopropyl alcohol. Now what is?
And you don't need much. You just need enough so the bottom gets wet.
Can't see where.
Yeah, they're changing colors. Ooh, Tristan, what do you notice about the blue?
It's turning purple.
Yeah, I see a little bit of red in with the blue. And how about the green?
Green. It's starting to turn blue.
I see a little bit of blue and a little bit of yellow.
And green.
The brown is kind of like, looks like yellow, orange, and black.
The yellow is orange and black.
The orange has a little bit of yellow and it looks like a bit of red. We're getting there, darling. We're getting there. Here, let's do one more. So, Tristan, let's make a few observations. So, what all do you notice happening right now?
Red, orange,
Well, those are the colors. What do you notice happening with our samples?
samples are starting to get like little brown, starting to turn black. And now, let's look at the purple. It's starting to turn brown.
Are you sure it's turning brown or are you just being silly?
I'm sure it's turning brown. I think it's turned brown. Brown.
All right, well, why don't you come on over and take a look at these samples?
Oh. What's quite happening? All black. See right now, I'm looking at the black. Black doesn't seem to be soaking much.
Oh,
I'm looking at the black.
it's getting there. It's trying.
Get under the center black. I go black, red, blue. Black, red, blue. Black, red. Black, red, black, red.
All right. Now, when we look at these,
I'm staring under the water.
we've got our permanent marker on the far side. We've got the dry erase in the middle, and then we've got our wet erase on the far side.
I'm staring down at the center.
You are now, huh? Now, the cool thing is, as all of this is moving all through, you can also, as you're waiting, you can, of course, have fun.
Make pictures, draw with it. Oh, I'm going to use it.
Yep. You know what I'd like you to try, Tristan?
What?
I want to see a beautiful drawing from you. I would like to see you make
What?
circles.
Circles?
Circles.
There.
Do you think you can make circles? Take all of our practice pieces. I'll scooch them out of the way. So Tristan, why don't you come to your side of the table? Come to the left-hand side.
I want to be over here to do it. I want to look at the ball.
Left-hand side. Come on. Because what I want you to do,
Ow.
we'll start. Oh, of course you're starting with purple. Here, I'm going to show you what to do. It's okay if you get on your shirt. It's water soluble. So here's what you're going to do. Are you ready? You're going to make a line in the middle. Trace this circle here. Okay?
Yeah.
You're going to need 2 hands to do it. There you go. It's kind of hard to do it on that paper. Now, as we're waiting, we can talk a little bit about what's going on with all of these colors. So, within each one of our colors, good job. Careful, you almost drew on me. Now, within each one of these colors, they are all made using multiple colors. Did you know that, Tristan?
No.
Well, it's true. They are. Now, here's what's going to happen. Each time we have one of these colors, do they have just one color inside?
2.
They have multiple colors. It could be 2, it could be 3, it could be 14.
14?
It could be 14. Who knows?
Mommy, look what's happening to brown.
That is the wet erase marker.
That is
Hmm. Now, the fun thing is, with each one of these, we're really able to see the breakdown of each color. So it's not just a single dye. But what is fun is being able to see the density or the size of those molecules. Because the denser the molecule, the larger the molecule, the shorter distance it moves. And the smaller the molecule, the further it moves. So, for example, yellow is a really big molecule.
Wow.
So, Tristan, do big molecules move a little distance or a big distance?
A little distance.
A little distance, very good.
Well,
And if blue is a
but
tiny
big.
molecule,
It goes
Tristan, if blue is a tiny molecule,
It goes far.
very good.
It's like from the table all the way up here.
Mm-hmm.
Taller than me.
So, what we'll be able to see when we take a close-up of each one of our samples is we'll be able to see
I'm gonna
what all is
I'm
within
gonna dip
each
this.
color. No, baby,
Why?
because Mama made you something pretty.
Sweet. And I'm just gonna fold this up and fold this up again. And
Look, we made a pretty color.
yay!
Tie-dye! Ew.
Ew, I'm gonna dip this in the
So that's a
water.
fun one.
I'm gonna dip this in the water for you.
No. Oh, Tristan, what do you notice happening with our samples over here?
Brownish.
So our wet erase is getting broken down a little bit by the isopropyl alcohol.
I'm not.
The dry erase doesn't seem to be doing anything in any of the samples.
Oh.
That's very interesting. That's very interesting.
This thing black. Now that's getting purple.
Mm-hmm. And the permanent marker's got a little bit of purple going on. And whose favorite color is purple?
Me.
That's right. That's my boy. So, as we're looking at these samples, Tristan, let's take a look, okay? Let's take a look at our first ones here.
Die.
So, we have our gray, brown, and purple.
Well, where's
Now the gray,
actually disappear.
no, the gray didn't quite disappear. It kind of looks like it did, but it really didn't.
Can I see?
You see it. It's right there.
But
But when we look at our brown, what colors do you see?
brown, white.
Do you see any oranges?
I see orange.
I see a little bit of orange too.
Dun.
With the purple, what colors do you see? Is it just purple, or do you also see maybe a little bit of blue, or?
I see dark purple.
Yeah, there's dark purple up at the top,
Yeah.
but I see a little bit of red,
Pink.
and there's some pink in there too.
There's actually all pink. Hey.
All right, let's look at the second one, our second row. So we've got the pink,
Where's the
which actually looks like it has a little bit of purple in it, doesn't it? We've got our blue sample in the middle. And Tristan, what do you notice about the blue? Is it just blue, or do you see?
dark blue?
There's dark blue, there's some light blue, but there's also what looks like a little bit of red.
Blue.
And in our green,
It's about greenish.
I see green, I see yellow, and blue. If you look closely, do you see that? You don't need to put your nose on it.
I was just checking to make sure it was also water.
All right, how about these ones? We've got our yellow, red, and orange. I see nothing but yellow on the yellow.
I see nothing but red on the red. I see nothing but orange on the orange.
Oh, I think there's actually a little bit of red and yellow in that orange. Just a little bit. Now this one's really cool. This one's come very far in a short period of time. So this is these are the black samples. So we've got
Whoa. Actually, no.
we've got our permanent marker, our dry erase marker, and our wet erase marker. Tristan, what all do you see in the wet erase marker?
It changed.
What colors do you see?
I see blue, orange, yellow, green, blue, and
Yeah.
yellow.
It's pretty much all the colors of the rainbow.
It's actually some of the colors of the rainbow.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready.
Now these ones have sat as well. So these were our samples in the isopropyl alcohol. And so we've got, Tristan, what colors do you see?
I see
in the
purple.
I see purple.
I see black.
And-
I see
and blue.
I see 100
Tristan, what colors do you see in this one?
blue.
There's blue at the top. Do you see any,
Brown.
is it brown or is it orange and yellow? What?
Brown.
I'm sorry, in English, baby.
Brown.
It's not brown. It's orange and yellow. So, you gotta look in it. Observe, Tristan. What do you observe?
I'm staring at it.
You are staring at it. Do you see any green? Was that a yes or a no?
I said no.
There's green in there. Look, right along the bottom. There's a little bit of green. You got a little bit of blue at the top. There's a little bit of yellow in there as well.
Gotta get closer.
Mm-hmm. You gotta get really close to see them. We'll get close-ups here in a second. Now, oh, look at our tie-dye, Tristan.
That's mine.
That is yours. You're right.
Aww.
Now, it's changed lots of colors, and they've bled into each other quite nicely.
It's a sunflower.
It does kind of look like a sunflower, yes.
It's a sunflower.
A purple sunflower.
A
A
purple,
unique sunflower.
a purple, a blue, a green.
But look,
sunflower.
is it all blue and green and purple, or do you see other colors?
Oh, I see.
Maybe some yellow?
Nah, I'm not seeing yellow.
Right there. Right next to the green. Because do you know what two colors make green?
What?
Blue and yellow. Yep. That's why they break down into different colors.
Wow.
I love it.
Actually, two of the markers are not changing.
That's right. Good observation. The permanent marker and the dry erase marker have not changed.
But the permanent marker there,
The permanent marker here did change,
that
but again, the dry erase did not change.
that changed.
I find that to be very interesting. That's a very cool result. Now,
What's
Tristan, tell me this. Say I had somebody leave me a note, a secret crush. Yes. And they left me a note. And I wanted to know who it was. Do you think I could test the marker that they used to write me that note to find out who wrote me the note? Yes or no?
No.
Yes, I could. Yes, I could. Because, especially if I knew what marker they wanted to use, what marker they used. So I could use chromatography to find out if my secret crush, maybe not so secret, my husband, left me a note in marker. I could figure out that it was him, couldn't I? Couldn't I?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, me. Yes.
Yes, it does. You are correct. Now, tell me this.
What?
Say, I'm going to give you another quiz.
I'm gonna give you another quiz.
Here's your quiz. Which one of these 3 samples is the wet erase marker? That's right, the super colorful one. Which one is the permanent marker? Very good.
I want to touch this.
No, you don't need to. Now, Tristan, why do you think... Let's take a look at these side by side of our wet erase and our dry erase. Or, I'm sorry, of our permanent markers and our wet erase. Because the dry erase didn't do anything. It didn't do a thing. Okay, now, looking at our samples, Tristan, which worked better for the permanent marker? For the permanent marker.
Permanent?
Permanent's on the far left. Was it the water or the isopropyl alcohol to get a result? The isopropyl alcohol. Which worked better for the wet erase marker? The water or the isopropyl?
The water and the isopropyl.
They both worked, but which one worked better? The water. Very good.
Not that. The alcohol, but they actually did change color.
The alcohol did change the color of it, but we got a much better gradient from our wet.
Okay.
Now, tell me this, Tristan.
Winner.
One more quiz. Here we go. Are you ready?
Quiz.
Quiz. Okay.
Time. It's
So,
quiz
Tristan,
time.
looking at
Quiz.
our
time.
samples,
Quiz time.
looking at the samples, which molecule, which color has a small molecule? Say it.
Blue.
Which color has a large molecule? Say it.
Red.
Is the red larger or smaller than the blue?
It's like a. It's like teeny
Teeny tiny bit bigger or smaller?
tiny. Beer.
That's right, teeny tiny bit bigger. And
Okay.
how about the bottom here? Is that yellow? Kind of yellow? Like a dirty yellow?
It's like a stinky yellow.
It would be dirty, not stinky.
Dirty.
Yeah. So does yellow have a big or a small molecule?
Ginormous. Like
It's a much bigger molecule, that's right. That's why we get that color gradient. All right, now looking at this sample, Tristan, it's quiz time. Are you ready?
quiz time. Yes.
Quiz time, yes. Now, looking at our wet erase marker, since we got
Blue,
the most
red,
color.
Yellow.
Yeah, we got blue, red, and yellow. Which molecule moved the furthest? What color? Say it.
Blue.
Which molecule color moved the least? Bless you.
That one. Yellow.
Yellow. Which color molecule moved like halfway? What color?
Red.
Red. Which molecule is the smallest based on how far it traveled?
So, baby.
Which one's the baby molecule? Color. What color?
Blue. Blue.
Blue. Blue, blue, blue.
Blue, blue,
And
blue,
which
blue,
color is the, I guess, daddy molecule for size?
blue. That molecule was the red.
Was that the red or was that the mama molecule? Who's the biggest? Mommy or daddy?
Daddy.
Daddy is. So which one moved the least? What color?
Mommy.
No.
Mommy molecule.
So the red one moved halfway between the yellow and the blue, right?
Yeah.
So which color molecule moved the least? Say it.
Yellow.
Yellow. And which color
Daddy.
molecule moved medium? Say it.
Me.
No, you would be the Tristan molecule.
No, it's the mommy molecule.
The mommy molecule. What
Is it-
color is the mommy molecule?
Red.
That's right, just like
Yay.
my shirt. So, these are pretty cool results, don't you think, Tristan?
Yeah.
Now, we can, of course, let these sit for a while and really see what happens. And as we've noticed, you can even see with this one, too, the longer we let it sit, the more those colors have really spread out.
I'm starting.
So, Tristan, was this fun?
Yeah, I'm starting to cool this off.
Yeah, you're starting to dry it out. Tristan, was this experiment fun?
Yes.
Yes. And what did we learn about today? What was the topic again?
Intro. Topics.
Chromatography. Can you say chromatography?
Chromatography.
Can you say thanks for joining us for our chromatography episode?
Thanks for joining us for our chromatography.
Can you say thanks for joining us for our chromatography episode?
Thanks for joining us for our chromatography episode.
All right. And my friends, we hope you had fun today. We had a blast putting all of this together for you. And of course, if you're liking this, make sure you hit that little subscribe button. We want to make sure you get first access as soon as it launches. Now, that being said, where else can people go for early access to videos, Tristan?
Patreon.
That's right, where the link is
Patreon.
below. Same with our Facebook page and Instagram as well. And of course, please share the videos, comment on the videos, and if you try this at home, post your results. We want to see what you guys are doing at home as well. So guys, thank you so much for joining us. We can't wait to see you again next week. Have a great week, guys, and stay curious. Say bye, Tristan.
Bye.